Welcome, guys. Welcome the board. I'm here to present to you the ShoDesu 2025 Wrapped. How we're doing in terms of platforms and just looking at metrics that make the most sense. I can't. It sucks because like I can't do full screen, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this. Very scuffed. Whatever. All right. So 2025 socials overview. Where do we stand on all of our platforms? Twitch, 15.8K followers, 108 average viewers. YouTube, 32K subs, 10.6 million views, 390,000 hours of watch time. TikTok, 1.2K followers, 3.9 mil views. Actually, very crazy for the amount of followers, but I think truthfully, followers don't really mean that much on a lot of these platforms, but it's kind of a good metric to just look at. Twitter, 820 followers. Instagram, 338. League of Legends, peak LP, 1140.
I'll find my path.
I did a little deep dive into the numbers, specifically for Twitch and YouTube, because they are my biggest platforms. I don't really have too much metrics for TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. TikTok, because I think I started my account this year just because I restarted my TikTok like 5 times. I've deleted it and remade it. And this time, this is the one that's sticking. And this one's doing really well. So don't have metrics, but we're going to deep dive into the biggest platforms. Starting with Twitch. This year, this is kind of like a busy graph, but we can kind of break it down into 3 sections. So the left side, right? Month, average viewers, and this is the gain and gain percent. So we'll start with this side. January, we're averaging 108. Okay, sorry, pause. The most notable things about this year was that the lowest lows happened in May and April, and then in September. I went from 117 average viewers to 96 from March to April, and then I went from 117 average viewers to 88, and this was absolutely fried. I think so September was when I got addicted to TFT. You could see the amount of time I streamed during that time. You can see right here, hours streamed, right? 32.8. This is the lowest of all year. That was terrible. I am never playing TFT like that again or getting addicted. I need to just be more consistent. For March and April, honestly, I wasn't really sure what happened. I looked at the clips. I was blonde. But I wasn't. I thought it would be like, oh, I was playing like I thought I was doing like an 80 carry challenge or something. I was geeked in September, bro. I was locked the fuck in. March, April, I think this was a big part of it was not having my Mobifier guides updated. Mobifier, if you guys didn't know, gives embedded views, and every time someone opens up a guide on Mobifier, it counts as a view. If you don't update your guide, then it falls off from it's updated guides, right? So every patch, I think after every 2 patches, if you don't update it, then it's not considered updated, right? So that's what happened for March and April. Actually, a very crazy drop. I don't think that was it. I checked not League of Graphs. I checked Twitch tracker and saw that March was a bad month for League. I think this was also during like the Hextech stuff when they took away all that stuff. Overall, this year was pretty good. When I looked at this, I thought the most important thing was that I needed to be more consistent. I think that honestly, the TFT thing, not streaming for that many hours, fucked me the most. But I felt like for this entire year, I didn't really have a consistent schedule because like part of me wanted to focus on YouTube and then part of me wanted to focus on Twitch. So then I had like a 3-day on schedule for the week and I just wasn't really streaming that much. And I changed it towards the end and I was able to like just make more content in general because I found that workflow that kind of worked for me. But anyways, yeah, this is a good like little year snippet. And the next table is a comparison of 2023, 2024 to 2025. So 2023, right, is when I actually quit my job and I went full time. And so I broke down a lot of the important metrics: followers, average viewers, hours streamed, hours watched, to compare like our year by year and to see like how much we actually increased or decreased. And from 2023 to 2024, we had a great fucking year. This was such a good year. These are the numbers, followers gained. And then this is the percent of like the growth, right? The green is were growing, 85% followers from 2023 to 2024. And then unfortunately this year, we actually didn't grow as much. But the thing is, right? I didn't actually stream as much as last year. I'm missing about like 150 hours ish compared to last year. And I think that really reflects on the metrics. I think that like 150 hours, which is what 12% less hours streamed, that like actually matters so much. And also like 2024 numbers are a little bit skewed because I was on the front page, and when you're on the front page, the your average viewers for that day, it's just so much that it really skews the data. And I tried going into the Twitch dashboard and then actually getting the raw data itself to like cut out that day, but it only gives you the month. So I wasn't able to do it. These numbers, I feel like for 2025 look bad, but I definitely feel like I grew a lot this year. Growth at the end could be linked to the daily YouTube videos. There's a correlation between hours streamed and average viewer count. I think so. I think so. I think that like it's really bad for streaming if you take a break, right? I think like the September, the TFT where I didn't stream a lot, like that kills average viewership so much. And it's like I guess it's less about hours streamed and more about like consistency. So I think it's fine. It's probably fine to have less hours as long as you're not taking like big breaks in between. Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like these numbers I feel like don't really accurately reflect how I feel like 2025 has gone. Because I definitely think that like towards the end, like around this time, November, December, well, if you would consult the graph, I think November, December, October, November, December has been just great. I'm at my highest average viewership. It's all been just super amazing. And you're also finding your niche and feeling it. I agree. I'm definitely leaning into what I know works. And so it's kind of like all 2025 was like trying to find that niche, trying to find my footing. And then 2026 hopefully is going to be a big year, leaning more into what I know that works. I think I've also gotten a lot better at understanding like the algorithms for like short form content, long form content, all that stuff. So I think if I combine consistency, not having a TFT month where I'm streaming for 32 hours, then it'll be good. And also, I think a worthy thing to mention, just streaming more. So like I have 152 hours in January doesn't really translate to more views, right? I think that truthfully, working on YouTube will actually net me more average viewers because I have such a wider net and because the YouTube algorithm kind of like pushes you out more than Twitch. It's better, but there needs to be a balance, right? I can't make shorts without live streaming. So it's like I have to stream enough so I can get clips. And then also I have to kind of like work offline to make like YouTube video stuff, YouTube content stuff, right? Okay, so that's Twitch. Yeah, like I said, I think 2025, the numbers overall in the year don't look great, but I think these last 3 months, I really like have my workflow down. I have it going on, and so I think we can easily make up these numbers in 2026. Now we're deep diving into YouTube. YouTube, biggest platform, just looking at views, watch time, hours, and subs. One really important thing about this is to look at this table. This table shows like how much content that I made each month for the year. So January, February, March, April, May, June, blah, blah, blah. Long form, short form. And this is lives. And I just kind of like totaled these up for pieces of content. Kind of a weird thing to total, but it just kind of makes more sense. But yeah, you can see that like I'm very inconsistent with my work. It's like, okay, January. Oh, okay. Also, January is not a fair month to look at because I was banned for like half the month because of the crypto shit. So we can kind of write off January, but like, oh my god, September, I posted 9 things. Like, brother, guys, okay, I actually got hacked. Like all my shit got hacked. My YouTube channel started streaming crypto shit. That's when I got banned. That was a fucking nightmare. Oh my god. That was like December, January, I was just fucked. Like it was the saddest shit ever. Which is I guess that kind of makes sense for why I streamed so much in January because I couldn't make content, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just live stream. Yeah, no, it's so YouTube is honestly so shit at yeah, they're so shit at helping creators. Like if I wasn't a creator, also okay, hold on, pause. I had to go on Twitter and at them publicly to be like, yo, I got hacked. Please help me. Because you can't actually email their support. You can only at their support on Twitter, which is so fucked up and embarrassing. And also, if you're not a creator and you get hacked, then you're just out of luck. Luckily for me, I had all the information to prove that I was like that was my account, right? But I don't think like if you're not a creator, you can get your Gmail back. It's actually so cooked. Anyways, okay, sorry, back to the graph. YouTube for the year, 7.1 mil views gained from last year. You can see it says 185% more. So we overall got a lot more views, watch time, and subs. All these numbers are up. The biggest standout to me, again, with same with Twitch, is that I'm just very like inconsistent with how I post. So some months I'll like go fucking ham, right? Like if we compare September, I have 9 pieces of content compared to like June, where I have 43, or like July, I have 38. I need to create content in a way where I'm more consistent than just having like months of like bursts of content, you know? So I think there are months where League is pretty slow, but I want to just be more consistent on how I post. If I am able to post consistently, then like I can really blow the numbers out of the water compared to 2023 and 2024. And then this is my YouTube breakdown. So I think this is very interesting. The graphs are a little fucked. I couldn't it was out of my control. So some of the colors are different for what it represents in other graphs, which is really cringe. I don't know why YouTube does this, but let's start with the first one. So this is a bar chart of views by content. You can see that shorts are leading by 5.4 million, long form videos 1.4 million, and then the live streams are 145k. So a lot of my views in 2025 did come from shorts. Makes sense. I think it's a lot easier to go viral on a short than it is long form. But if we look at the watch hours to the right, this time the videos are blue, the live streams are green, and then the shorts are yellow. So even though the first graph shows that I am getting a significantly more amount of views from shorts, the watch time videos are the leading for each month, and like that makes sense, right? Because there's more content to view, even though even though shorts are being pushed out more, the watch time hours are just a lot less. And I was actually very surprised looking at how well my live streams do for watch time, and I definitely need to get back on dual streaming. The computer has been dying, but I need to figure that shit out because there's a pretty significant portion of watch time hours from YouTube Live. On the bottom right, we have the subscribers by content. So what's actually very interesting is that shorts, even though they have a lot of views, they're not actually translating into subs. And what does get me subs are long form content videos. This green graph is other, which is actually YouTube posts. I'm pretty sure every time I see a patch preview on like Twitter, I just post it. I get a lot of subscribers from that, like significantly more from that than shorts, which is like crazy. But to be honest, like after looking at this, like what is the most important metric for YouTube and what should I focus on, right? I think like views is good because it lets me become more known to a lot more people, but I think ultimately watch time translates to more ad revenue. And then subs, I think a lot of YouTubers say subs actually don't really matter too much because I'm sure we've seen like a YouTuber with like hundreds of thousands of subs, but they their YouTube videos don't perform, and it's doesn't really exactly translate to guaranteeing that that you get like more watch time or more views. But it is good if I can consistently have those subs watch my content. So anyways, kind of did the same thing as Twitch for YouTube, looking at the views, watch time, and subs gained. We're actually up a lot compared to Twitch. Like look at this growth from 2023 to 2024. 986,000 views to 2.5 million, 2.5 million to 7.1 million. A lot of this is shorts. I think I like really understood the algorithm for shorts, and that really boosted me up a lot. Like a lot. But another really interesting thing is that even though I got a significantly more amount of views in 2025, it actually didn't net me that many more subs for compared to last year. So last year, 11.5K subs, and I have 11.6K, which is a 0.87 increase, which
For my
I thought was very interesting. All right, so anyways, yeah, that's the breakdown of the biggest platforms. 2026 quantitative goals. So just kind of like I didn't look at the math too closely. I took some of the percentages, applied it to certain places, but these are my goals for all my platforms. So for Twitch, 29K followers. Again, I don't think Twitch followers really mean anything. I think for Twitch, it's literally just average viewers, and it's even like I feel like subs is like not really a good metric to look at for growth. Just because you can get gifted a bunch of subs, you can do like a subathon, but a subathon doesn't necessarily mean like you grew, right? Followers, 29K, average viewers, 200 for Twitch, YouTube, 50K subs, 14.2 million views, 574,000 watch time. I think I actually took that from the percent of, I think I applied like 50, I forgot. I just threw this all together. TikTok, 10K views, 10 million views. Twitter, 5K. Instagram, 5K. League of Legends peak 1200. I actually peaked 1140 on both accounts. And then this is the general goals on each platform instead of looking at like numbers. So for Twitch, I want to do more variety streams. I think one thing that really stops me from doing variety is like being too worried about the average viewership, but I definitely am willing to, I think with any streamer, someone that plays a main game is going to lose viewership when they switch games. And I want 2026 to be a year where I'm okay with that. I felt like for all the times in the past, I would just kind of like, I mean, originally I was doing some variety, but I think this year I like really shied away from it just because like I don't want to kill my channel, but I think it is like a good investment to do, especially with like the content that I want to do moving forward. We have like Japan stream IRL that will be in very soon, actually in January, and that will be a lot of testing and seeing where we're at. But we're going to nosedive into IRL streams and just do more other content. Japan IRL sounds very fun. Yeah, so very excited for that. Definitely one of my goals to just be more comfortable doing other shit. Yeah, also I want to have more sponsored streams. I think that like I have not done a sponsored stream where I'm playing like another game, or I didn't really have a lot of sponsored streams this month, and I think that I want to include more. I know that like it's like it feels almost forced to do a sponsored stream, but like it's just part of the game, And like I said, I want to just be more comfortable not only playing League, just taking more opportunities that kind of come. And the second thing, I want to commission more assets. So that includes like emotes, overlays, transitions, yada yada yada. I think this year I didn't really do too much. Part of the reason though is because I really like all my overlays right now, and also the visual artists that I was working with, I'm not working with them anymore, and so like I have to get new stuff, but it's like I just need to look for more people to work with. So that's for Twitch. YouTube, find a better find a workflow that synergizes better with streaming. So I think the biggest problem for me is that YouTube content and streaming, they're very similar, but I have to take time to do each of the things like by themselves. So yeah, for YouTube, I want to find a workflow that synergizes better so I can just get more content and just stream more. Right now they're like two separate pieces, but I want it to be so that it can kind of like flow, right? I think a good example would be like I kind of like the model that Tyler One does, where it's like he has an intro for his streams, right? That gets translated over to YouTube, and then yeah, it's just like I mean it's a little hard for me to do that because I am educational as opposed to like entertaining, but I want to start kind of like going into the entertaining space and be less educational. And I think that like I kind of want to try it with Japan. Just do like an arc where it's like, oh, like it's the Japan arc. Like I'm here for 2 months. I give like an intro for my videos being like just like an update for how, how the climb's going, day 1, what I want to play, and then like the next day it's like how day 1 went, what I want to do better, blah blah blah, and then have like a game, intro, a game from that day, and then like yeah, just rinse and repeat. Have just a better workflow as opposed to me just going off stream, doing it a separate thing, and then like yeah, just have a workflow that makes more sense. And then for TikTok, I want to post more non-league related content. So I think lifestyle content would be really fun. Yeah, the Japan one is just this is the biggest thing right now. I want to post just lifestyle stuff. On top of league stuff, of course, but
I'll find my path.
definitely would be cool to do both. And I think the nice thing about TikTok compared to YouTube is that my YouTube is like strictly
Gale Winds Unleashed.
educational League of Legends content, right? It's strictly League of Legends focused stuff. I think it's very hard for me to do like lifestyle stuff on YouTube unless I make a separate YouTube channel, which I actually did. I have ShoDesu clips for any non-related League thing, but I think for TikTok, I want to be able to post both. So I'm gonna try to post more about that on TikTok, Twitter. I just want to shit post more. I just need to post more. I think I overthink my tweets, and I just need to like
A solid giggle
no
should
thoughts,
do the
just
trick.
rapid fire more tweets. Instagram, become more active. I don't post shit. But I think with the Japan arc coming, it will
I feel good.
I'll be cross posting shorts for TikTok and Instagram, so I think we'll see a lot of growth there. And then for League, yeah, just get better. Dude, League, I had a pretty good year. I felt like I started getting really fucking good like this year and last year.
For you.
I peaked 1140. The next goal would be to peak 1200. This is back to the quantitative, but yeah, just overall get better. I think every year
You're it.
just it's been good, and I just need to continue going forward. Honestly, if I am playing this game as a full-time, I should be fucking
Gale
good.
wins.
So that's pretty much the wrapped. What a great year, honestly. I found my footing. I like understand a lot better about not only myself but like the algorithms on social platforms. And I think if I just combine consistency with what I learned in 2025, then 2026 we will pop the fuck off. I think the only thing though is that although we learned a lot in 2025, 2026 is going to be a year of a lot of trial and error and just being like okay with stepping out of our comfort zone. I'm willing to pull back on growth in order to step towards the direction of what I want to be as a streamer. And that's someone that just streams, like, be a variety streamer, essentially. And I don't want to be like pigeonholed into League. Obviously, League is still going to be a big part of my content. And I think it will just always just be a big part of like my life, honestly. As corny as it sounds, I've been playing League for fucking so long that it's hard to see me like stop. But yeah, we want to work towards variety, entertainment. Educational is cool. I love teaching you guys. I love being a teacher. But yeah, I think like that like educational content, has like the pool is a lot smaller than as opposed to just variety, right? And so we want to go towards that direction. Anyways, guys, that's it for the slides. Here is the moment that we have been waiting for. Are you guys ready for this? This is the announcement that we've been waiting for.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da 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 Preparing the
ShoDesu.
Merch. Available now at ShoDesu.square.site. Yo, shout out to Leewads for the voice note there. We now actually have merch announced, available on ShoDesu.square.site. All right, so merch. We've been working on this for such a long time. Just man, I know like I was lagging on the merch so hard. It was in the works, but it's finally fucking here. We have a shirt, and then we also have a omamori. All right, let's start with the shirt. Let's start with the design, right? Very, very simple. Front, it's my name. It's the font that I use for like all my socials. And then it has Japanese at the bottom. It just says ShoDesu. And then the back is a little cat, very cute, Jana inspired, right? We have a little tornado, and yeah, it's just a cute little cat. Got the headphones. I was talking to my designer person, and I did like a Pinterest board of like stuff that I really liked, and one thing I really liked were cats and like stars. So yeah, that's what was kind of incorporated into this t-shirt. Yeah, and I like just very clean front and then a cute little graphic in the back. So that's the t-shirt. And then this is the omamori, right? This is also Jana inspired, right? This is the Jana W Zephyr, I think that's what it's called, Zephyr. And then in the front we have Sho, which is my name in kanji. That's in the front. We got the Jana W. Very cute. I actually have it right here. Very cute. When I first saw the design, I was so excited to show you guys. And holy shit. It's finally here. And then this is the back. So the back says Hisho, which means certain victory. And I have a little like explanation thing. It's all in the package with it. So this is the backing. Thank you so much for being a part of my very first merch drop. Your support means the world to me, and I hope you enjoy this item. This trinket is called an omamori, a Japanese amulet or good luck charm that is said to provide various forms of luck and protection. The kanji on the front, Sho, read as Sho, is my name and translates to encourage or promote. The kanji in the back, read as Hisho, translates to certain victory. This omamori is dedicated to the spirit of perseverance and focus. Sorry. Whether you're climbing ranks or just playing for fun, let this charm be your support. So, I wanted something, dude. It's like this is perfect because it's just like it's so on brand, you know, just like a Japanese related thing. Jana, yeah, and I always had the charm on my mic for the longest time. This is not mine, but yeah, I feel like I've just kind of always had these growing up. Yeah, so I have my own now. Super dope. Basically, what I wanted to do for my merch drop was to have an article of clothing with a trinket. Yeah, so for every drop, that's what I want the formula to be. whether it's like a shirt, um, hoodie, hat, whatever. It's gonna come with a little trinket. It's not always going to be an omamori, but just something. Yeah, I love the colors. Yeah, just dude, the merch came out so good. And then the final thing on this website is the VIP package. This you get the omamori, you get the t-shirts, you get VIP in chat, and then I'm also giving 6 coaching sessions. They actually come out to be a lot cheaper in this bundle since right now my coaching sessions are 55. Yeah, it's 319 with 6 and the t-shirt and the omamori. If I buy this, can I remove VIP for someone instead? That would be crazy, bro. Probably not. Anyways, yeah, so I want to go beyond just coaching. Just go beyond coaching. I want to really like take in a player and like make them good. I think I have the skills to really like improve a player and like just be very like hands-on, going beyond coaching, you know, like checking in with them, talking about how we're doing, what they're feeling, like the walls they're kind of meeting. I think it would go like beyond the 6 coaching sessions value, honestly. So I'm thinking like ideally it's gonna be like half a year of coaching every month and then just yeah going from there. Will the coaching sessions be streamed? Probably not. What if the person with 319 is 42 years old? It does not matter how old you are. Yeah. And like how good is relative, right, to the person. Obviously like skill difference is going to range. And this is very limited, so I'm only taking 3 people for the VIP package, and also the omamori is the omamori there's a very limited amount. The VIP, it's 3 for the VIP. Omamori is like probably like 90-ish. What if someone plays 25 ranked games a year? Could you coach said person to challenger? Also ask for a friend. See, that's the thing. Like, I can coach you, but it's like I would hope the person buying this plays a bit more than 25 ranked games a year. You know? Okay, relax, bro. What was the difference between the coaching and the mentorship? Just going beyond like the coaching sessions. So like just checking in with you, seeing how you're doing. It'll be more like me kind of like looking over your progress and then like checking in with you beyond the coaching sessions. No jungle coaching. This is obviously going to be for support. Doesn't know how to say anything more than Baba Boss. That's a little challenging. Might be better as an 80 carry player. Do I come with it? Theoretically, yes. I got the shirt and Omamori. Do you know when they'll be shipped out? I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I can double check. If I bought all 4 spots, then what happens? You'll get triple VIP, and then I'll give you 18 coaching sessions. And I'll give you triple mentorship, bro. Support coaching, but what if I use Shen LeBlanc in Italy? I can still coach you, don't worry. As long as you're playing support, it should be like it's fine. You can play some bullshit. I will be dedicated to helping you improve. What I'm hearing is streamer offers VIP coaching packaging to only people he deems coachable. How dare he not coach a 10-year-old? How dare he not coach a 10-year-old? Yeah, it's a rug pull. Anyways, guys, yeah, so that was my 2025 wrapped. What a great fucking year. I'm so excited for what is to come. I just, oh man, this whole Japan arc thing happening in January. I'm honestly really, really excited and like nervous, and I think it's either going to be really good or really bad. But regardless, I think I need to switch up. Explain Japan arc, TLDR. Okay, so Japan arc is happening from January 19th or 20th to March. So I'm going to be in Japan for 2 months. I'm basically building a computer to go to Japan. I'm going to be streaming League there. I want to try to get like rank 1. I think it's pretty doable because it's the beginning of the season, and also Japan is not known as being like a strong region. A lot of League streamers go to different regions to climb ladders, right? And I want to do the same thing, but lean more into the IRL streaming aspect where I'm not, playing League for like 8 hours a day trying to hit rank 1. Obviously, I want to hit like top 10 rank 1. I want to climb as high as I can, but it'll be different in the sense that like I will be more IRL focused than climbing. So that is the TLDR. It's going to be a little cooked because the time zones are going to be very different from when I stream. I think if I streamed, it would be I think it's like 3 a.m. It's sometime really early in Japan right now, so I would not be able to stream on my regular time. So stream schedule is going to be a little different, and then I need to find that like workflow of what works for me. And there's just going to be a lot of content to be made, whether it's like league content because the new season's starting, or just like IRL stuff. So we're going to be juggling that, and that'll be like my biggest project that's coming up very soon for 2026. There'll be like IRL streams. There will be IRL streams. Planning on IRL streams. Probably not gonna be able to watch the streams. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have VODs. Guys, if you haven't subbed already, go. So this is kind of the reason why I started this channel. ShoDesu clips. Everything that doesn't make the main channel. This will include IRL stuff. That's why, like, I think a lot of non-league related stuff is going to be in this content, and then also on my TikTok and Instagram. So if you haven't followed those, go give it a follow to be updated with what's happening in Japan if you can't make the normal time and if you're interested. So yeah, just overall, I want to be more like present online. I think my online presence is like kind of lacking, especially on like Twitter. I think I need to use Twitter more to just be telling of like what I'm doing, where I am, that sort of stuff. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's it. That was the announcement. We had the shareholders meeting. Great stuff. Drop merch. Back to the fucking grind, baby.